Love you.
You're a blast. I want to
you.
thank you for coming and drinking and laughing and scratching with me. Good luck at the end. You got to keep it on. We're going to have a roundup with Bobby Thomas. She's going to tell us all about the red carpet.
Thank you all very much. Plus Jamie Lee Curtis, Wilmer Valderrama, and Joan London.
Elvis Duran's Artist of the Month is going to be with us.
Bring it in here. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Right. Nice talking to you.
Sweetie.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Goodbye. Bye.
So long, everybody.
Millions have been inspired by his message.
Once again, Francis showed that he is very much the people's Pope.
As Pope Francis makes his historic first visit to the United States, join Lester Holt for a front row seat all next week on NBC Night.
I really shouldn't. No, you know what? I should. And I will. I deserve this. I'm a BOGO findin', weekly ad flippin', couponin' mastermind. Who's saving big time? This girl. Can I help you? Indeed. This queen of savings deserves a reward.
A cannoli, please.
The weekly ad, BOGOs, and coupons. 3 easy ways to save at the same place you love to shop. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
Do you have loose or missing teeth? Do you cover your mouth when you laugh? Appearance Implants of Jupiter can give you the smile you've always wanted. Call now to schedule your free implant consultation. We have helped thousands of people like you feel confident and secure. And with fees this low, you'll have lots to smile about. Why wait any longer to have the smile you've always wanted? Call now to schedule your free implant consultation. Appearance Implants of Jupiter. Quality dentistry at affordable prices.
What are your goals for this season?
I like to.
No, not you. Papa?
We have this great kickoff special we're excited about.
Any big adjustments for the season?
Well, there's
No. Papa.
Just our kickoff special.
问 Papa 一个问题，佩顿能不说话吗？
Papa Bulldog Tong Win.
Yep.
Up your game with our kickoff special. Get any large 2-topping pizza for just $10. Add a double chocolate chip brownie for just $6 more.
Better ingredients, better pizza.
Better football.
At the new papajohns.com.
Recently, 2 children were missing in Palm Beach County overnight. We broke it in the morning. Chopper 5 was overhead, and everyone at home I know just had to be on the edge of their seats wondering, where were these kids? By the time Today on 5 ended, we had them reuniting with their families.
I actually think that's one of the most amazing parts of this job. You're there for the best and the worst parts of people's lives. It's an incredible honor.
And it was a moment we brought you in Today on 5, and it was an awesome feeling to be a part of that.
Time and temperature from TD Bank.
Live, local from WPTV. This is Today on 5 at 11. Local coverage you can count on.
Good morning, everybody. It's 11 o'clock, and welcome to Friday.
Yes.
Big plans for the weekend?
Not yet. I'll find out my itinerary when I get home, and then we'll take it from there.
I heard you on the phone a little earlier. I thought you were getting your itinerary
Not
then.
Yet. No.
Glad you're joining us for this edition of Today on 5 at 11. We do have a jammed hour coming up. A lot of different segments we want to share with you this morning. We're talking burgers. We've got some dog training in the house.
Dog training. Dog whisperer Amy Robinson is here. If you have an unruly dog, you don't want to miss that segment.
But we want to focus on a really big event that's happening this weekend, and that's the excitement that is building as Pope Francis brings his message of peace to Cuba this weekend. And the Pope sent a message to the people that he will soon be meeting face to face.
Anticipation is growing on the streets of Havana right now. Pope Francis arrives in the Cuban capital city tomorrow afternoon. He'll be spending 3 days there before the U.S. portion of his trip. The Pope spoke remotely with a young group of students in Havana and New York, promising to push for better diplomatic relations between their two countries.
I will do everything possible to build bridges, to remove barriers, and to foster communication.
Yeah, that's something that you don't see very often. His message to all Cubans was broadcast last night on state television. It was the first time, in fact, that a sitting pope previewed his visit on TV before his arrival. The Cuban people aren't the only ones anxious for this visit. So are many Americans, including a contingent from South Florida. They're traveling to Havana to see the Pope.
News Channel 5's Michael Williams met with them, and he too is traveling to Cuba with our crew.
I'm with Diane Hart, part of the pilgrimage of people from the Archdiocese of Miami waiting to board the flight to events. Talk about your thoughts for the papal visit.
Well, I'm very excited. It's going to be a really nice pilgrimage. It's going to be wonderful having the Bishop Winsky with us and going to the different masses and being able to really concentrate on his pilgrimage to Havana himself and all of the things that it's going to mean for Havana and for USA.
Excitement building for Pope Francis's visit. We'll be there for all of it.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Sure is. And as you may or may not know, I am of Cuban descent, and I traveled back to Cuba for the first time for this TV station. That happened nearly 20 years ago. My, how time flies. I'll have my recommendations, my recollections of that visit still ahead.
Now, Storm Team 5 with South Florida's most accurate weather forecast.
Well, good morning, everyone, and here's a look outside our Live 5 camera over Peanut Island and Singer Island. There's been plenty of cloud cover around today. We also had some patchy, dense fog develop along the Treasure Coast this morning, and we've had a few showers whip on through the area. But as we continue through the rest of the morning into the afternoon, chances for rain will continue to increase. In fact, already seeing just a few showers trying to move on in. There's one that just passed through Stewart and just moved offshore there. But there's a lot more rainfall down to our southwest, and there's a lot of energy and moisture headed our way for this afternoon. We're going to talk about that and also talk about a new tropical depression that just developed in the Atlantic. That's coming up in just a few minutes.
And new at 11 this morning, a teenager accused of taking a gun into a Palm Beach County high school told investigators he was fighting back. 18-year-old Maxon Forrest went before a judge today. Police say he took the handgun and a bag of marijuana into Park Vista High School in Lake Worth yesterday. Investigators say that he told them that he took the gun and he bought it after he was jumped at a party a week ago. Maxon is charged with possession of a firearm on school grounds and possession of marijuana. We're waiting to learn the conditions of two patients transported to the hospital this morning after this bad accident. One patient was flown as a trauma alert. This is exclusive Chopper 5 footage of the scene at Alexander Run and Indiantown Road in Jupiter Farms. Palm Beach County Fire and Rescue says it was a T-bone accident. The two passengers taken to the hospital had to be removed from their cars. No word on what caused this crash.
Developing story out of suburban Lake Worth we've been following for you all morning long. The investigation continues after a man was shot in the torso. This happened on High Street as residents slept soundly in their homes. Jason Hackett is in Lake Worth this morning with details.
Many in this neighborhood here in suburban Lake Worth waking up to an unexpected sight. Squad cars on their block. Deputies have been here for hours investigating this shooting. It all happened just after 3 a.m. this morning near High Street and 10th Avenue in Lake Worth. Deputies were called out to find a man shot in the torso. That man was rushed to the hospital, and right now his condition is still unknown. The investigation out here continues. No motive or suspect at this time. Deputies spent the entire morning combing through crime scene, looking for clues, gathering evidence, and speaking to witnesses. Stick with us on air and online through our Twitter and Facebook pages. As soon as we get any new developments in this case, we'll bring that to you. In Lake Worth, Jason Hackett, WPTV News Channel 5.
Palm Beach County Fire Rescue says 2 people were taken to the hospital following a fire in a West Palm Beach retirement community. Authorities are not saying anything about their conditions this morning. 2 apartments were damaged in the fire. The cause is still being investigated.
I'm Ashley Walters here in the newsroom. We are following some dramatic new details of what it took to rescue dozens of children, all ages 6 to 8. They were riding on a school bus that crashed into a pond. Investigators right now are working on what caused the bus to go off the road in Hillsborough County yesterday, and they think maybe the brakes failed. Tom Batchelder was working nearby. He was one of several rescuers who jumped in to help. Rows of seats were submerged and the children were panicking.
My guy went over to the driver's side where the windshield was smashed out, and he was taking kids from there and bringing them in, and I was taking them from the back door exit and bringing them in.
Tom alone pulled about a half dozen children to shore. There were 28 children in all. They're all okay except for some bumps and bruises. Now, this is one time the driver of that bus says it was a relief the bus didn't have seat belts. Many of the kids were able to swim out through shattered windows instead of being trapped in their seats. Roxanne?
All right, Ashley, a well-known clothing store has a major money issue. It turns out that Forever 21 customers were being overcharged more than $100. This is a $100 processing fee, and it would appear after they purchased something something from the store. For its part, Forever 21 says the processing error began Sunday. No customer data has been compromised. The error said it was from a Forever 21 store in Miami Beach.
My mom was really upset too because $100 is a lot of extra money, especially when you're in college. You can't afford to lose that.
It sure is, and it's a big hit for anybody when you see that on your charges. And the company says it's working to fix the problem as soon as possible.
Covering Okeechobee now, where plans are in the works for a new 3-day music and arts festival. It's being touted as similar to Bonnaroo. That's the popular music festival in Tennessee. It's being planned for Florida's Sunshine Grove, 800 acres of woodlands near Lake Okeechobee. The festival is scheduled for March 4th through the 6th. It'll be called Okeechobee. What a great name. Promoters say that it will be Florida's biggest camping festival with more than 80 artists. The lineup will be released next month in October. Well, this isn't much of a surprise, but Palm Beach County is home to one of the best snorkeling spots in the whole country. Yahoo Travel says Peanut Island has warm water, and a wide variety of underwater critters. The island, which can only be reached by boat, was formed way back in 1918.
May I serve lunch, everybody?
Oh, thank
Starting
goodness.
with me, the veggie burger.
We are celebrating National Cheeseburger Day, in case you hadn't heard, with burgers, including a veggie burger from the counter at the Gardens Mall. And Randy Wiley is
nice
here
to have
with
you
us
with
today.
us, Randy.
Thank you for being here.
John, thank you.
Burger and fries is right up your alley,
Oh, this is perfect. Look at this.
Look at this,
Are we
too.
taking a nice good look at that?
Well, the
there
counter
you
is
go.
one of the newest hotspots in Palm Beach County. You
so
just
good.
opened, didn't you?
Just opened on June 14th, so we've been there just over 3 months now. We're doing very well, getting a great response.
And wait till season hits, huh?
Oh, yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
But I think the fact that you make a big restaurant and have a huge restaurant at a mall based on burgers shows the popularity of just the plain old hamburger in American society.
It does, but what we serve is not just the plain old hamburger. One thing that we're big on is serving an all-natural product. We have our all-natural beef, turkey, chicken. Our veggie patties are made in-house. We have an organic bison that we can serve.
Wow.
So we're really big on very fresh, very top-of-the-line products.
Sky's the limit. That's
Absolutely.
great. And your favorite one?
My favorite one is actually the Unbelievable. It's our mixed greens with our turkey burger, brie cheese, cranberries, and that is our homemade apricot sauce. And
wow, so
the
this
sauce
is
is just great. That is turkey.
Unbelievable.
But you did
Absolutely.
tell me, and that's your veggie burger.
This is our veggie burger, which we make in-house. We hand cut and roast all of our own vegetables. We mix it all together. Again, very, very fresh product. We grill the corn that goes into it. There's 9 different vegetables that we put in, 11 different ingredients total.
Well, thanks for bringing such a
Randy, good
wonderful
luck.
spread for all
Well,
of us.
thank you
Randy.
so
We
much.
appreciate it. It's good to have you here.
Happy Cheeseburger Day.
Happy Cheeseburger Day.
And also the counter, even though it's at the mall, it's open beyond mall hours, so you can go on early morning and late night. So
Absolutely, we have
Good to
outside
know.
access.
perfect. Any limits to what stress can do? I think we all know the answer to that. See why now experts believe a mother's stress could impact her baby's teeth.
And we all know even the best dogs sometimes develop a bad habit. Up next, how to curb that naughtiness once and for all. You're watching today on 5 at 11. It's local coverage you can count on, and then some. That's the then some right there.
New tacos are taking Hurricane Grill and Wings by storm. Try our mesquite beef, tropical chicken, or Carolina pulled pork tacos with chips and salsa for just $7.99. This flavor forecast won't last long, so visit one of our 7 Palm Beach area locations today.
Technology is making the things around us smarter than ever before. It's making our day-to-day easier. And now, what powers those things is Smart 2. With the smart technology behind FPL's online energy dashboard, you can keep track of your energy use. And when you take the free online home energy survey, you'll see where you're using the most energy and find smart, new ways to save up to $250 a year. Visit fpl.com/easy to save and learn how to make your bill even lower.
And your new dentures will be ready in a few weeks.
A few weeks? How am I going to eat?
With this.
I am not doing that.
Okay, let's try something new.
And your dentures will be ready Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
At Aspen Dental, we're not just fixing teeth, we're fixing dentistry with dentures in days and a money-back guarantee. Just call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL.
Your morning alarm, your TV, even your lights.
They keep your family comfortable and connected. But when the power goes out, you're left in the dark. Power outages aren't just a hassle. They can be costly too. Until now. Meet GE Generator Systems. Unlike larger, more expensive models, a GE backup generator uses patented power management technology. So it automatically powers more of your home for less money. Best of all, a GE Generator System lets you power your entire home, all for a lower cost to purchase, install, and operate. So owning a standby generator is now more affordable than ever. Call today for a free estimate. Plus, for a limited time, get $100 cash back with your purchase. With GE Generator Systems, life goes on, even when the power goes off. So find the smartest generator at the smartest price. Plus, get $100 cash back when you buy now. Call today for your free estimate and keep your power on, no matter what.
The forecast calls for a 100% chance of spicy, sweet, and savory flavors. Try them all with our new beach combo. Get jumbo wings or hurricane boneless wing dippers, plus your choice of sliders, nachos, tacos, and more. Just $10.99 for a limited time at Hurricane Grill and Wings.
Welcome back. Time now is 11:13, and joining me now is Amy Robinson and Sunny. Amy, is a dog whisperer at Sniffin' Barkins, and you gotta love that name. Also, Drool School. Amy, so good to see you again. Love
Great
those
to see
names.
you. Thank you for having me.
It's been a while. This is awesome that you brought in Sunny, and you can see she's well behaved, but sometimes dogs don't always behave. Sometimes they like to jump up on the counters, jump up on people, say hello.
Yeah.
What do you do about that kind of behavior?
Well, I think if we wait until the bad behavior happens and then we try to react at that moment, we are at a big disadvantage.
Right, a little too late.
Yeah,
right?
So carve out a little bit of time during your day to teach a couple of go-to commands that will fix counter surfing and jumping up. My favorite is the back up. Up. Good girl. So for that, I'm going to hold a temptation, step right into her, back up. Good girl, back up, back up. Good girl.
You make it look so easy. Now, can people do this, or it takes a lot of practice?
Well, if your dog is a really habitual jumper, you may want to step on the leash and then slide it toward the dog so that if they jump, they'll kind of catch themselves.
Right. And the way that we react to that as pet owners really has a lot to do with how they listen to you and their modification.
Yes, if we, here's a perfect example. If she jumps up on the chair, good girl. If I go to push her off with my hand, I might as well be petting her and telling her good girl.
Right.
Look at her reaction.
Right. Yeah.
So I want to go hands-free, back up.
Look
good
at that.
girl, very good.
She's very well behaved considering that it smells like hamburger in the studio right now.
Well, we don't want to accidentally reward bad behavior and have her misinterpret our reaction.
That's right. Good. Look, she's just paying attention. Why is it that she's just, so locked in on you?
She is ball obsessed, okay? And so we know, I know, for example, that she loves this and she loves to jump up. So I may even use something like that to channel that energy. Sunny, up.
All right.
Good girl.
Now, when guests
give
come
her
over,
an outlet for that.
When guests come over, the dog wants to be involved too. Can't we just say,
Sit.
lie down? Get out of here. Go lie down over there.
I think we can. If I like to give them a chance to greet the guests politely, and for that I use the leash, which is a big control factor. And then I might tell her to go to her place. But again, you want to teach that at a time, not 5 minutes before the guests are coming. So to do that, here we go. Watch. Go to your place. Good. And because this rug is mobile, I can take it from room to room. She knows it's hers.
Oh, that's great. See, so the rug is very important. And is it because that's got her smell on it too, or no, that's just
not
you taught her that?
necessarily, yeah. Actually, chimpanzees and dogs are the only animals that we know of that can follow the pointed hand. So they learn to take a direction. Sunny.
Sunny, she's calling you a monkey.
Yeah.
Don't let her make a monkey out of you.
Go to your place. Good girl.
Are there some symptoms to watch out for, some bad behaviors, like chewing the baseboards and things like that, going through the garbage? Is there an underlying cause through all that?
I think chiefly that's going to be boredom. So if your dog has plenty of physical and mental exercise, their chief goal in life is to be with us. Right. That's quality interaction. That's
right.
engagement.
Man and woman's best friend, right?
Yeah, exactly. So if they have that in ample quantities in their life, they're going to be resting when you're not home. They're not going to be going through the garbage. That being said, a determined dog will find that temptation. Right. So you may need to gate off your kitchen or whatever the temptation is and take it away from her.
All right.
Good girl, Sunny.
Sunny, you were great. Thank you so much. She is.
Sunny,
She's having a ball.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
So are we. Amy Robinson, thank you so much for joining us.
Great to be here. Thanks for having me.
We'll see you again real soon. Let's go back over to Rox.
Sunny's a star. The Pope is preparing to visit Cuba, and many Americans are anxious to follow suit. Just ahead, some personal recollections of a journey home.
The I-95 Summer RV Show in Port St. Lucie. Save thousands on a new or used RV. Like this new Fleetwood Storm, discounted to just $422 per month. The I-95 Summer RV Show going on now at La Mesa RV in Port St. Lucie.
The Now South Florida. Stories everyone's talking about right now. Making sure you're in the know.
With new information before everyone else.
It's a bold new way to get your news. The Now South Florida, weekdays at 4 on WPTV News Channel 5.
Thought about getting dental implants, but held off because you thought you couldn't afford them? Now you can. At the Ferber Dental Group, our implants start at just $4.99. Our experienced doctors have an expert, affordable solution to solve your dental problems and a payment plan to fit into your budget. So call the Ferber Dental Group today, and we'll have you smiling again.
Now open in Boca and Lake Worth. Fact. For over 30 years, in study after study, Advil is unsurpassed in pain relief. Nothing is proven stronger on aches and pains than Advil. Not Tylenol, not Aleve, nothing. Relief doesn't get any better than this. Advil.
It's the I-95 RV Show in Port St. Lucie. You'll save thousands on a new or used RV. Like this new Road Trek Adventurous, discounted to just $528 per month. The I-95 RV Show is going on now at La Mesa RV in Port St. Lucie.
Closed captioning on WPTV is sponsored by Bethesda Health.
Welcome back. We're talking a lot these days about the Pope's visit to Cuba this weekend and our coverage of it. Also about the U.S. Embassy opening up in Havana last month for the first time in more than 50 years and restoring U.S.-Cuba relations. I was asked to put together my recollections of a trip that I made to Cuba nearly 20 years ago now for News Channel 5. It was my journey home. I was born in Cuba, and I left the communist country with my family as part of the first wave of Cuban defectors back in 1960.
My trip to Havana was billed as Cuba Undercover, The Journey Home. We didn't get clearance to go there. My videographer and I went to the Bahamas and then took a flight into Cuba. It was 1996, and there was no U.S. embassy, no leniency toward Cuban Americans, and Fidel Castro still ruled with an iron fist. Immediately, I had problems with immigration because my passport showed I was born in Cuba, so I was treated as a deserter. My U.S.-born cameraman had no problems. I've got to admit, I was a bit afraid of what Cuban authorities would do to me. I did not want to be thrown in jail. I had heard stories of beatings, starvation, or worse. Eventually, I talked my way out of it by explaining we were teachers documenting our spring break vacation for our class in Florida. We also paid off authorities who gladly accepted our American dollars. Once we cleared immigration, our journey led us to my childhood home in Havana.
¿Tú conoces a Marta Tolón?
Sí.
¿Y tú eres Dulce?
Ay,
Dulce.
Johnny.
Esto es Johnny.
Ay, Johnny, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien.
Tú.
Nosotros vivimos en Miami, en Florida.
Sí, ay, Johnny.
Así que usted se acuerda de mí.
¿Cómo no me voy a acordar de ti?
Mira eso.
Elena, mi hermana, era quien te manejaba y todo.
This was Dulce, my family's cook, who still lived in a room upstairs. Soon, her sister Elena came. She was my nanny once upon a time. We reconnected, and they filled me in on parts of my childhood. My family had kept in touch with them by sending letters and photos from time to time. That part of my trip was special, but for the most part, what I took away from it was that people lived in poverty. The average salary at the time was about $10 a month. Many Cubans made ends meet by selling souvenirs to tourists or smuggling goods like cigars and rum through an underground market. Signs and graffiti were everywhere with communist propaganda putting down the U.S. and touting socialism as the proper way of life. As we left, I couldn't help but feel sorry for the people who lived there. If my family wouldn't have sought freedom in the U.S., this may have been my destiny.
It was an emotional trip, to say the least. You were with me for that ride 20 years ago. I remember my mother crying when I showed her video of what used to be our home and our country. It's no wonder that there's still so much disagreement among Cuban Americans, especially here in South Florida, about whether it's a good idea to restore relations with Cuba. There's a lot of emotion that's tied to that.
I can feel it when we talk about the trip, and we've talked about your trip so many times through the years, and every time I can feel the part of your emotion that goes back to Cuba, leaving Cuba and being here, and then
even after so many years, yeah.
Well, that you couldn't tell your mother you were going to Cuba.
I had to sneakily ask her, hey, do you remember what our address was in Cuba in those days? And she spit it out like that, and a couple of weeks later, she found out why.
Because, yeah, and she was probably, what was her reaction then? I actually don't recall.
She was pretty, disturbed about it. She started crying when she saw the footage, but, and then she put two and two together, and she hugged me, and she says, I'm glad you got out of there in one piece.
She wouldn't have let you go had she known.
No, probably not.
News Channel 5's Michelle Williams and Michael Williams and Michelle Quesada and their crew left Miami International Airport this morning, sending us this picture as they head to Cuba today to cover the Pope's visit. You can follow both of them on Facebook and Twitter as we document this historic visit and its impact on South Florida residents. We also have set up a page on our website for more detailed coverage, so all you need to do to get all the coverage of this historic visit is go to WPTV.com/Cuba. Glenn?
All right, Roxanne, thanks, John, again for sharing all that with us. Let me show you what's going on here as we take a look at our Live 5 camera, Peanut Island, Singer Island. You see some blue skies in here, so we're heating up a little bit. We're getting a little bit of sunshine. We still have some rainfall around and more on the way in. In fact, as you look at the radar here down to our southwest, rain moving on in from southwest to northeast. So over the next couple of hours, we'll start to see an increase in rainfall. Then we can see a few strong thunderstorms in the mix as we continue through the afternoon and into the early evening hours. There's a quick look at a little shower that just kind of whipped right on through Stewart there, and a couple more just south of Fort Pierce. But here's all the action going on down to our southwest. Look at all those lightning strikes right in there. So this is a lot of energy and a lot of moisture that continues to move in right now. And so we still have a flood watch in effect until 8 o'clock tonight for the Treasure Coast and Palm Beach County, not Okeechobee County, but Treasure Coast and Palm Beach County could see some localized flooding. Watch Vipercast as we move through the afternoon. Here's 12:30, right in the middle of your lunch hour. Showers and thunderstorms possibly popping up and moving from southwest to northeast. A lot of this is the activity that you just saw down to our southwest right now. That continues and kicks off more showers and thunderstorms that spread up into the Treasure Coast, where we've had a lot of flooding over the past couple of days. And then things start to taper off as we head into the evening hours. There's 9 o'clock tonight. All right, let's head out into the tropics here because we have a few things to tell you about. One, an area of low pressure just off the northeast coast of Florida. That's actually going to help improve our weather as we move into next week. Hurricane Center's given it a 40% chance for development as it heads up the east coast of the U.S. We have tropical depression number 9 and number 10. First, number 9, not going to impact anybody. It's going to stay out here in the Atlantic, eventually falling apart. Maybe as early as later this evening, it could fall apart. Now, number 10. Also going to stay out here in the Atlantic, but it could strengthen into Tropical Storm Ida as we head into the weekend. and then curving up to the north here and staying out in the Atlantic. So some good news for both of those, but we're kind of just clicking our way through the storms so far this season, and we still have till November 30th. Let me show you what's happening with our forecast for today. So mid to upper 80s for highs and a chance for scattered to numerous showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. It's about a 70% chance for rain. That drops down to about a 40% chance for rain tomorrow, 30% on Sunday, and gorgeous weather possibly for the beginning of next week as we head into the first day of fall. We're going to talk more about that later on in the newscast.
All right, Glenn, our health alert today reveals a link between stress in mothers and their children's dental health. Specifically, researchers found cavities were more common among kids whose mothers had 2 or more biological markers of chronic stress. When they investigated further, they found mothers with chronic stress were also less likely to breastfeed their children, and that's a risk factor for cavities. What a connection. Parents out there, do you ever exactly wonder what your child is eating for lunch? Perhaps you have a child with a bad food allergy you need to monitor. So we're going to show you how new technology can help you get the vital answers you need.
And did you know this? Find out why sickle cell anemia is not just a disease that affects African Americans. What you need to know about who else seems susceptible and the symptoms to watch out for.
If you can't be in front of your TV, the Storm Shield app lets you know when a dangerous storm is headed your way. But we know you want to look out for your loved ones too. That's why we have the new Storm Shield phone call alerts. It lets you choose family and friends in 3 locations to receive actual phone call alerts, warning them when severe weather is near. So no matter where they are or what kind of phone they have, you'll feel secure knowing you have everyone covered. Find out about all of our plans at stormshieldalerts.com.
The perfect evening wear for every occasion. Over 1,000 dresses in stock, sizes 00 to 26, and the perfect accessories to complete your look. Mario Pucci Boca, a little bit of Madison Avenue in the heart of Boca.
Do you have loose or missing teeth? Do you cover your mouth when you laugh? Appearance Implants of Jupiter can give you the smile you've always wanted. Call now to schedule your free implant consultation. We have helped thousands of people like you feel confident and secure. And with fees this low, you'll have lots to smile about. Why wait any longer to have the smile you've always wanted? Call now to schedule your free implant consultation. Appearance Implants of Jupiter. Quality dentistry at affordable prices.
Yeah, that's right. Deal Diva coming through. You see all my BOGOs? My weekly ad. Just wait till you see my savings. And brace yourself. The digital coupons are coming next. Look at her. So proud of her mama.
You saved quite a bit today.
Go ahead, say it.
Cha-ching! Thank you.
The weekly ad, BOGOs, and coupons. 3 easy ways to save at the same place you love to shop. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
Here at Humana, we value sticking with things. When something works, people stick with it. More people stick with Humana Medicare Advantage because we stick with them. Humana Medicare Advantage, the plan people stick with.
We took America's best-selling car and turned everything up a notch. The Toyota Camry. What bold moves will you make? Get 0% APR for 72 months plus $500 cash back on a new 2015 Toyota Camry. Toyota, let's go places.
Take center stage at your bat mitzvah, prom, or homecoming in a dress from Mario Pucci Boca. Over 1,000 dresses in stock, sizes 00 to 26, and the perfect accessories to complete your look. Define your style at Mario Pucci Boca.
Good morning, welcome back. It's 11:30. Right now, from jazz to rock and roll, a lot of bands play at Jupiter's Harborside.
It's great music, and everyone seems to like the music, but some people just don't want it in their own backyards. News Channel 5's Christina Noche is in Jupiter with a compromise that's now on the table.
Well, the owners of the waterfront here want the town's permission to play music here at the entertainment center for 1 hour later, from 11 instead of 10 o'clock at night. But the residents living around here, if you hear that music we're showing you now, say the music is just too loud. They can't hear themselves think, they can't sleep, and they just don't want it in their backyard. Now, Harborside developers say the town code allows music to be played until 11 p.m., and that's what they are going to bring before the council. Harborside officials also want to expand where alcohol is allowed. Right now, alcohol is limited to inside the restaurants and on the restaurant outdoor patio areas. They want people to be able to walk around Harborside area and be able to carry their drinks in hand. There is going to be a planning and zoning meeting about this compromise, so to speak, from 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock around October 13th, and we'll see if that will change the entertainment out here in Jupiter. Live in Jupiter, Christina Noche, WPTV News Channel 5.
New at 11, Governor Scott spent the morning in Boca Raton. He was at ADT headquarters, which makes home security alarm systems. The governor announced the unemployment rate dropped a little bit in August to 5.3% compared to 5.5% in July. That's a little higher than the national average. Question, is your dog or cat up to date on its vaccinations? The Humane Society of Vero Beach and Indian River County is giving free vaccinations this weekend. It is hosting a drive-through rabies vaccination at the clinic off 77th Street in Vero Beach. It's from 6 to 8 tomorrow night. Vaccinations will be administered on a first-come, first-served basis while supplies last. Technology is helping parents keep an eye on the school lunches being served to their kids. It's a mobile app. It allows parents to see the nutritional content, potential allergies, and even photos of the food being served at school. Chartwells, a major school dining service, has teamed up with NutriSlice to give paper menus a makeover. The app provides ingredient lists, nutritional analysis, even a photo of all the menu items.
It also has identifiers that call out the allergies. So if you have special dietary requirements, you are able to identify that through the app, through special icons.
Chartwells started using the apps last year as a pilot program, and now more than 3,000 schools in the U.S. have the NutriSlice app.
Happy to have Shalonda Warren with us today. She's the Chief Executive Officer for the Sickle Cell Foundation of Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast. And we're going to talk about sickle cell disease and what it is, who it affects, and how many people. Thanks for taking the time to join us. What exactly is it? Let's start with the basics.
Well, thank you for inviting me on the show, and thank you for your longtime support of the Sickle Cell Foundation. Sickle cell is a disease that affects the hemoglobin in your red blood cells. Normal hemoglobin is soft, round, red, and it's full of oxygen, and that oxygen, those blood cells travel freely through capillaries and deliver oxygen to all of your vital organs.
Are there symptoms?
If you have sickle cell disease, you do not have those normal red blood cells, and they are often sticky and hard, and they are deprived of oxygen, so they do not travel to the body and deliver the oxygen that's needed.
How is it diagnosed?
Right now, there's newborn screening. There's newborn screening in all 50 states. And there's a blood test that's done, and people are made aware of their baby's status. And there's also screening that's available through the sickle cell program. If you don't know whether or not you have the trait or the gene or the disease, you can come in and we can set you up for testing.
Certain groups, as with many diseases, are associated with that disease. And sickle cell disease is thought of mostly as an African American disease, but in fact, it's not.
That's correct. Sickle cell is a global blood disorder, and typically affects people from African descent predominantly, but people of Hispanic descent, origins from the Mediterranean, India, as well as Saudi Arabia are also affected greatly by sickle cell disease.
How have treatments progressed, Shalonda?
Well, treatments have progressed over the last 100 years. Sickle cell was first diagnosed in 1910. But not enough has happened. Currently, there's one medication that is used to treat sickle cell, and it's called hydroxyurea. And the discovery of hydroxyurea being beneficial to sickle cell clients was something where they were treating a cancer patient had sickle cell and discovered that the medication they administered was beneficial to his sickle cell episode.
And to draw more attention to the disease and this disorder, you're having a walk tomorrow. Tell us about that, where it is, and when it starts, and how we can register.
Thank you. September is Sickle Cell Awareness Month, and we are having a walk in Riviera Beach on Saturday, September 19th. The registration begins at 7:30 a.m. at Wells Recreation Center. And we're going to have a wonderful 3K walk through the city of Riviera Beach. The entire council has welcomed us to come to the area and opened up their city for us to help raise awareness and raise funds for the organization so that we can continue to do the work that we do in the community.
And you do great work. I've followed it for years. Thank you, Shalonda, very much. Nice to have you with us. And I know you'll have a great day tomorrow, too, for the walk.
Thank you very much.
John?
Today, there's good reason to take a close look at your child's water bottle. The reason behind a new recall today.
New tacos are taking Hurricane Grill and Wings by storm. Try our mesquite beef, tropical chicken, or Carolina pulled pork tacos with chips and salsa for just $7.99. This flavor forecast won't last long, so visit one of our 7 Palm Beach area locations today.
When what's inside is important to your family, choose the family that moves the Miami Marlins. All My Sons Moving and Storage. We're family owned and operated with over 4 generations of moving experience. At All My Sons, you get a guaranteed binded price in writing. So whether we pack the box or you do, or if you're moving 1 mile or 1 state away, let our family move yours. Dial ** move to speak with a moving specialist today. All My Sons, the official movers of the Miami Marlins.
Devonshire at PGA National has a fresh new look. Our Palm Beach Gardens community has elegant new apartment finishes and a beautifully renovated clubhouse. Come and see why we're Southeast Florida's premier retirement destination.
I have lived here for 15 years. I have never looked back, never a worry, never a concern. I'm enjoying life very, very much, and that makes me happy.
When you have all the services that we have, it just leaves you free to have your own life. That's what puts a value in life.
You certainly have the peace of mind, and I think that has a real value. We're in the place we want to be.
Call today for your free brochure and ask how you can customize your new home using Devonshire's professional design services.
Yesterday, we mapped the DNA of Patricia's breast cancer. Yesterday, we delivered a targeted treatment to stop David's skin cancer. Yesterday, we discovered the drug that works for Amanda's leukemia also stops Daniel's bone cancer. But that was yesterday. Today and tomorrow, our team of experts and researchers discover, develop, and deliver the most precise treatments. Sylvester Comprehensive Cancer Center. No one is more prepared to fight your cancer.
Catch your News Channel 5 updates throughout the day on News Radio WJNO.
The forecast calls for a 100% chance of spicy, sweet, and savory flavors. Try them all with our new beach combo. Get jumbo wings or hurricane boneless wing dippers, plus your choice of sliders, nachos, tacos, and more. Just $10.99 for a limited time at Hurricane Grill and Wings.
This is a great event for a great cause. Gather your keepsakes. The Treasure Coast Humane Society is hosting its first ever Antiques Mall Show. The show will take place tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. in the Nordstrom Court at the Gardens Mall, and this helps the Humane Society of the Treasure Coast. The show will feature actual appraisers from the PBS Antiques Roadshow. If you want to participate, call the number that is right there on the screen, and you can schedule your showing.
Now to this consumer alert. A choking hazard has prompted the recall of thousands of water bottles sold exclusively at Target stores. It involves Zac Designs 26-ounce water bottles with popular characters and a variety of colors. The inner plastic straw in the flip-top portion of the twist-off cap can break. The company received 9 incident reports, including 7 reports of children spitting out plastic fragments while using these water bottles. Contact Zac Designs for a free replacement cap with a straw. Grab your tablet. It's International Read an eBook Day. Ebook lovers are encouraged to share what they're reading and stories about why they love ebooks today. And you can do so by using the hashtag #EbookLove on social media. All right, there you go.
We've got plenty of sports from high school to college to the pros. Put on your pads because we're going to tackle all of them.
Boom time. And let the ghoulish good times begin. We're getting a behind-the-scenes look at some of the frightening scenarios now unfolding at Halloween Horror Nights.
Welcome to the Dark Fantastic.
It's the I-95 Summer RV Show. A huge selection of RVs in air-conditioned comfort. Like this new Itasca by Winnebago Lips diesel pusher, discounted over $126,000. The I-95 Summer RV Show going on now at La Mesa RV in Port St. Lucie.
Addiction, like a thunderstorm, begins with a single drop, sweeping families away in the surge.
I didn't have my father in my life, my mother. I didn't know where she was.
Here in South Florida, Faith Farm Ministries, a free residential recovery program, provides shelter from the storm.
Faith Farm gave me the hope. Faith Farm gave me the love.
Miracles happen every day here.
To learn the many ways you can support Faith Farm Ministries, including the donation of usable household items, visit faithfarm.org.
Eyeglass World asks, what do you look for when you buy glasses?
I like to mix it up, so I need bold styles, classic styles, and affordable prices. Having lots of choices and saving money is important. That's why I come to Eyeglass World.
Only Eyeglass World gives you 2 pairs for $78, so you can always afford more than 1 pair.
My glasses are part of my personal style. They're me.
Eyeglass World. Glasses that make the difference. Prices that make it possible.
Once in a while, a show comes along that has everyone talking.
She can't remember who she is, nothing.
Critics hail Blind Spot as incredibly captivating.
I want to speak to someone in charge.
Electrifying.
For those tattoos, it's a puzzle.
Adrenaline pumping.
What is happening to me?
It's the most exciting new series this fall. Blind Spot. Premieres Monday, 10/9 Central after The Voice on NBC.
What are your goals for this season?
I'd like to.
No, not you. Papa? We have this great kickoff special we're excited about. Any big adjustments for the season?
Well, there's
No. Papa, just our kickoff special.
问 Papa 一个问题，佩顿能不说话吗
Papa Bodong Tong Win.
Yep.
Up your game with our kickoff special. Get any large 2-topping pizza for just $10. Add a double chocolate chip brownie for just $6 more.
Better ingredients, better pizza,
better football.
At the new papajohns.com.
Smart technology can help you make the most of family time. It can bring you together in bold new ways and help create unforgettable moments. And now, the energy that powers smart technology is Smart 2. With FPL's online energy dashboard, you can view your energy use over time and check how changes in temperature affect your bill. And with the free online home energy survey, you'll find new ways to save up to $250 a year. Visit FPL.com/easy to save and start today.
It's the I-95 Summer RV Show in Port St. Lucie. Save thousands on a newer used RV. Like this new Itasca by Winnebago Navion IQ. Discounted to just $528 per month. The I-95 Summer RV Show going on now at La Mesa RV in Port St. Lucie.
Universal Orlando's Halloween Horror Nights will celebrate its 25th year with the biggest, longest, and most intense event in history. Now, you know what that means. And this year, creators say they've assembled some of the most frightening scares in event history. I'm starting to shake just talking about it. Greg Nicotero from AMC's The Walking Dead and Mike Aiello, the creative director of Halloween Horror Nights, are joining us with a preview. So this is a treat for everybody who likes to be scared out of their wits, guys. And I understand there are 9 disturbingly real haunted houses based on some of the most popular names in entertainment this year. Tell us more. I think.
That's right, yes, 9 total mazes, the largest maze count we've ever had in the history of the event. Freddy vs. Jason, An American Werewolf in London, Insidious, and for a 4th time, we're collaborating again with AMC Networks and replicating season 5 of The Walking Dead.
Hey, Greg, turn around. Oh, that's just creepy. And now
we're in the middle of shooting season 6, so we brought a couple of our zombies from set to just populate the maze for,
they're zombies.
for 30 days.
But I also understand that anyone just going to Universal, they'll be scared out of their wits just walking around because you'll have people right on the street that'll just do something to them. The scare actors?
No, Yes, characters, yes, and they're everywhere. You know, so you've got our 9 mazes, but then as you're journeying through the Universal Studios park, we also have 5 distinct scare zones with all new environmental elements and even more distinct characters. So no matter where you go within the studios, you're going to be attacked by Halloween Horror Nights.
What kind of scare factor is in your brain that helps you every year come up with something bigger, better, and scarier?
I think one of the aspects that appeals to me is the fact that, like with The Walking Dead, we replicate scenes from the show directly. So people that watch the show, fans that have seen the past seasons, and especially season 5, have an opportunity to reenact the storyline that our character's journey has progressed and do it live. So you get to experience Terminus, you get to experience Gabriel's Church and Grady Memorial,
food bank
aspects that our characters experience. Now fans can go through it live. So the authenticity. I mean, I come every year, even if I didn't consult with Mike and his team, I would still come every year because it's thrilling, it's exciting, it's fun, and being scared. I mean, Halloween is like Christmas for me. So as far as I'm
I can tell.
It's the greatest time of the year.
I'm scared and you're excited. Greg and Mike, thanks for joining us. I know it's going to be bigger and better and a lot of fun and very scary. Thanks again. It starts tomorrow night and it runs through November 1st. So you've got a lot of time.
Starts tonight.
Oh, starts tonight. Even better.
You
That's
bet.
great.
Oh, yeah.
Head to Orlando right now from West Palm Beach.
Get in your cars.
A lot of time to be scared. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning again, everyone, and here's a look at what's happening right now. We just got some video in, actually, from Megan McRoberts, who's out here on Hutchinson Island today, and still some water around from yesterday's heavy rainfall, and guess what? There could be a lot more on the way today. We're watching some showers and thunderstorms move in along the west coast of Florida right now. That energy, that moisture headed across the state. That's why we still have a flood watch in effect for the Treasure Coast and Palm Beach County until 8 o'clock tonight. And when you look at the radar here, you can see all that rainfall moving on shore now, and everything moving from southwest to northeast today. We could see that rain really increase over the next few hours. There's a couple little showers that just moved on through St. Lucie County there, a little bit through northern Martin County, and now have headed offshore a bit. And so we're just waiting and watching, really, to see what happens through the rest of the afternoon. Vipercast showing the rainfall picking up. There's 1 o'clock this afternoon. You see more scattered showers and a few thunderstorms. Any thunderstorm that develops today could be strong, and the rainfall could be heavy. And everything moving up throughout the mid to late afternoon and into the evening rush hour. So it could be a pretty messy evening rush, afternoon, evening rush hour, depending on how much rainfall actually hangs around and how much moves offshore here, but we do think it will be heavy in spots. Let's take a quick look at the main weather threats for today. A few storms could be strong, so could see some frequent lightning there. Tornado risk is relatively low, some gusty winds possible. The biggest risk, again, the biggest threat today will be localized flooding. Here's what's happening. Low pressure off to our west here, helping to bring in all that moisture. Then another low develops off the east coast of Florida, and that will help actually push in some drier air as we get into Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. So we still have some moisture around today, obviously, and some tomorrow. But starting on Sunday, I think you're going to notice a nice trend here as humidity slowly decreases and we see a lot more sunshine for the beginning of next week. Highs today, mid to upper 80s, increasing rainfall, a few strong storms possible this afternoon. Look what happens here. Rain chances drop down to around 40% tomorrow, so still some rain around. And then on Sunday, about a 30% chance for rain. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, the first day of fall, very low rain chances, much lower humidity, still some nice warm temperatures, a lot of sunshine, and some cooler nighttime temperatures. We could see some upper 60s along with some low 70s for overnight lows for the beginning of next week.
It's 11:50 right now. Kids who get caught are being rewarded in Martin County. Huh? That is, kids who are caught wearing a helmet while riding a bicycle, a scooter, inline skates, or skateboards. AAA, Stuart Police, and Stuart Bowl are teaming up on this program. Children who are issued a mock ticket by a Stuart Police officer will receive a coupon for a free game of bowling and shoe rental at Stuart Bowl. To kick the whole thing off, this Saturday, September 19th, tomorrow, free bike helmets and reflectors will be given away while supplies last at a bike rodeo that's being held at the AAA offices on South Federal Highway in Stuart. It's going on from 9 a.m. until noon.
When it comes to knives in your kitchen, do you know what to use for which or which to use for what? If you do or you don't, we've got some answers for you and a recipe to test your skills. Howard's in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen with more.
One of the questions we get here in the test kitchen is, what knife do I use for cutting this or that? Well, let me show you 3 must-have knives that every kitchen needs. Let's start off with one of the most commonly used knives in the kitchen, the chef knife. It's designed to easily cut and chop our fruits and veggies. As you can see, it's wedge-shaped, which makes it ideal for chopping without our fingers hitting the cutting board. I would recommend one with a blade that's about 6 to 8 inches long. When it comes to smaller jobs like trimming veggies and such, that's when we reach for a paring knife. It's a good idea to have a few in different lengths. Then there's the knife with the wavy serrated edge. That is designed to cut through the crust of bread without smushing the more delicate inside. It's also great for tomatoes and other things that have tough skins, like sausage. You know, if you want to try your knife skills and end up with a dinner that's incredibly good at the same time, you have to try what we call chop chop chicken. It's simply some yellow rice topped with black beans, studded with lots of chopped veggies, and finished with some chunked chicken and melted cheese. I do hope you'll go online and get the recipe for our chop chop chicken so you can perfect your knife skills while making a dinner that will earn you rave reviews. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a sharper way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
He's always pretty sharp, that's right. That's delicious stuff. All right, gang, time for my Friday sports previews and picks. Here are some of the big matchups in high school football tonight under the Friday night lights. Seminole Ridge is at Palm Beach Gardens. West Boca visits Olympic Heights. Palm Beach Central travels to Wellington, not a far travel, and Boca Raton takes on Spanish River. Now, for the college games tomorrow, here are some of the key games that we're interested in. Hope you are too. Florida Atlantic University is taking on the Buffalo Bulls. The University of Miami going up against the Nebraska Cornhuskers. The Gators take on Kentucky, and Florida State is taking on Boston College. Okay, I'm picking FAU. Okay, they're 0-2, but they are due. They've put up a bunch of points on the board. I'm taking the Canes over the Huskers simply because UM is playing at home. The Gators over Kentucky, just because. It's supposed to be that way. And FSU in a blowout against the Eagles. Over in the pro ranks now, big Sunday games. The Dolphins are playing the Jaguars, and Jameis Winston and the Bucs are playing Drew Brees and the Saints. I'm picking the Fins, of course, to clobber the hapless Jags. It took Miami a few quarters last week to get going against their opponent, right? But I think that they will be dominating Jacksonville. Yeah, against the Redskins, they kind of stunk it up for a while, but then they did okay. And Jameis Winston, he was terrible last week. I don't think the Saints will do him any favors this week. I'm going with New Orleans. Sorry about that, Jameis fans. And those are your picks this week. Rox?
I hope he plays better, though. Boy, time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it? We're back with some final thoughts. So we wrap it up for a Friday on Today on 5 at 11 in just a moment.
Hello, Jupiter to Cuesta. I need some help with my air conditioning.
Quick, efficient home repair is reason to celebrate.
On account of our people, the experts who open our doors every day to help others open their own doors. On account of how we'll make your life easier so you can focus on what really matters. On account of this great state, how we've been investing in its communities for nearly 90 years now. On account of all this and more, it's time for Seacoast Bank. Better, by all accounts.
Your morning alarm, your TV, even your lights. They keep your family comfortable and connected. But when the power goes out, you're left in the dark. Power outages aren't just a hassle. They can be costly too. Until now. Meet GE Generator Systems. Unlike larger, more expensive models, a GE backup generator uses patented power management technology. So it automatically powers more of your home for less money. Best of all, a GE Generator System lets you power your entire home, all for a lower cost to purchase, install, and operate. So owning a standby generator is now more affordable than ever. Call today for a free estimate. Plus, for a limited time, get $100 cash back with your purchase. With GE Generator Systems, life goes on, even when the power goes off. So find the smartest generator at the smartest price. Plus, get $100 cash back when you buy now. Call today for your free estimate and keep your power on, no matter what.
If you love to camp and love to save, then write this down. It's Palm Beach RV's Model Year Closeout this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only. Save up to 40% on that RV of your dreams. Smart Money says the time to buy is when we need to sell, and that time is now. Palm Beach RV's Model Year Closeout. Save up to 40% this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only. Palm Beach RV, North Military Trail, West Palm.
Fun starts here at Palm Beach RV.
Hello, Jupiter to Cuesta? I need some help with my plumbing.
Quick, efficient home repair is reason to celebrate.
News on WPTV is sponsored by Stanley Steamer.
Sure, we're all anxious for the weekend, but we're also still assembling some useful information you should have at the ready. Holland, Roxanne, and I will have all the news you need to know and the weather too. Plus, we're working to keep you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Isn't that good? Our chef will show you how to create a quick and healthy dinner that will impress even your toughest critic. And then, the 3 things that you should do right now to take advantage of interest rates before they rise, and they will go up eventually. Plus, expert advice on how to safeguard your child from some of the toughest situations in school. That and more on Monday's edition of Today on 5 at 11.
Here are the 5 things you need to know before we go for the week. Pope Francis brings his message of peace to Cuba tomorrow afternoon. Excitement is building on the streets of Havana. The Pontiff will spend 3 days in Cuba before starting the U.S. portion of his trip.
Chopper 5 flew over a bad accident in Jupiter Farms this morning. This was at Indiantown Road and Alexander Run. A badly damaged car was seen in some water. Another car crashed into a car rail. No word on any injuries or the cause of the crash.
An early morning shooting sent a man to the hospital. Just before 3, deputies were called out to High Street near 10th Avenue North in Lake Worth. They found a man shot in the torso. He was rushed to the hospital. His condition is unknown. Detectives right now still have no motive, nor do they have a suspect.
There is an alert for a missing child out of Brevard County. This is Cole Monda. He's 11 years old. He was last seen in a Cocoa Beach neighborhood. He was wearing khaki shorts, black shirt, and wasn't wearing any shoes. It's not clear exactly why authorities believe he is missing.
All right, let's take one last look at this forecast because people are really digging it. Not so much the rainfall for today, but next week is what people are looking at, where rain chances drop way down, humidity goes down, and nighttime temperatures might go down a bit, too.
And it looks like fall.
It is fall on Wednesday, the first day of fall. The weekend looks pretty good. About a 40% chance for showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. About a 20 to 30% chance on Sunday. Sunday we'll have more sunshine than
But
Saturday.
still looking like widespread showers this afternoon?
Yeah, we could see a few strong thunderstorms in the mix, and we still have the flood watch until 8 o'clock tonight.
You think it's really going to feel like fall next week?
Florida style, a little.
Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. My fingers are crossed. I'm ready for some lower humidity.
I think everybody is. And,
Yeah.
and drier weather, too.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Hope you get outside this weekend to enjoy what looks like a better weekend than the last couple of days anyway. And thanks for including us at 11 a.m.
Thank you so much for watching. Have a great, safe weekend.
Bye-bye.
Today on Rachel Ray. Heidi Klum races the clock to give this deserving mom a head-to-toe makeover. Can she make it work?
Come on out!
Then, Empire's Boo Boo Kitty is surprising this cat with a ballroom dance lesson.
Come on up here!
And dinner just got a little easier with a sumptuous chicken and grilled corn salad. And now, are you ready for Rachel?
Thank you, guys. Welcome, welcome. So up first today, a fairly new girlfriend of mine. I love this show, AGT, America's Got Talent. That's where I met my next guest. First was behind the scenes there. Since then, she's been here, but I was kind of shocked at how much food she loves to eat. She is a really good eater. She is the coolest. She is beautiful inside and out. Please welcome back to our show, my buddy Heidi Klum. I know, I'm so excited. When she first came to our show, she made this delicious soup. Her mom taught it, right? Your mom, the sauerkraut soup when she was a kid. But she's like, the food here is so delicious. How come I haven't been here before?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you made the dumplings for me again.
We got the dumplings
I love the dumplings
today.
and shrimp and bacon and all sorts of yummy things. Love it.
I know it's annoying that someone so beautiful and lean and fit eats, but you know what? She works for it. You work out, you exercise, you have a very active life.
And I have 4 children. How can you not be active
Exactly.
for kids? You know,
And-
they're pulling me all over the place all the time.
What's your favorite workout routine? Do you like to just get on the treadmill?
There is no favorite.
No favorite.
Let's face it, they're all pretty bad.
Well, some people like to be outside. Like I have a friend who really prefers just to run outside. I like to go to the gym so I can mix it up a little and do stairs.
When I'm in New York City, I do love running on the West Side Highway.
Yeah, it's
because
beautiful.
the people kind of do inspire me. I see all ages, you know, and I'm like, if they can do it, I can do it. You know, so get your butt out of bed, put the shoes on, let's go. So that really helps me. At home,
it's a motivator.
Yeah, it is a motivator. At home, I have a treadmill in the attic, so that's a little harder. And then I'm up there. But then I watch TV, and I see you there.
I know, she was watching my reruns the other day. I'm like, I feel so honored. So, AGT just wrapped up. You know how obsessed I am with that show. I love it.
I am too.
I'm a little sad that Howard's leaving because